Yes, sir. Your name
Jack.
is? Jack.
Okay.
What part of the world are you from?
England.
England.
Yeah.
What do you do in England?
I'm a painter.
I see.
I'm a painter.
And you tell me you make a living out of painting?
I can do so, yeah.
You must be a very good painter.
Now, I wanted to ask you a question
Please.
about the singularity expresses itself in the multiplicity of millions of human beings.
Singularity has first become the duality.
Become the duality.
Male and female.
Right. Yeah.
And thereafter the multiplicity.
Right. And inherent in that is this deep set sense of the appearance of right and wrong. Is
a part of the basic duality.
Is the duality, right? So when this awakingness comes to the man or woman, it finally comes, because you speak of flip-flopping. Now, perhaps the time will come where it is no longer flip-flopping, it's just arrived, as in the case of yourself after your meeting with Nisargadatta Maharaj.
No, so in other words, what you are saying is that so long as the duality is the basis of it, what is enlightenment? The acceptance of non-duality. I'm not the doer, you are not the doer either.
Right. But
Both of us are merely instruments, robots, through which the singularity functions and brings about whatever is happening.
Just a physical organism, a living physical organism which has its time, it expires, and it's...
So therefore, the total acceptance of this means freedom, enlightenment, whatever you call it.
Right.
But it's quite clear that if everybody was enlightened, Jack, if everybody was enlightened, how could daily living as we know it happen?
Well, because daily living does
Daily
continuous...
living is based on duality.
Right.
Daily living is based on disharmony. Daily living is based on rivalry.
But you have daily living. Daily living continues for Rameshji, right?
Yes, but daily, I don't blame anybody for anything. But if nobody blamed anybody for anything, can you imagine a movie where there is no hero and a villain?
No, it has to continue, doesn't it, the story?
That is therefore, life will continue. But even otherwise, absolutely the basic. That means the unhappiness in the world must continue. How can Jack accept that? Isn't that right?
It appears like that, yeah.
I mean, I don't like all this unhappiness. Makes me unhappy. Seeing all this makes me unhappy. Why should it go on? Right?
Yes, that's correct, yes.
Then the answer is extraordinarily simple. Was Jack worried about the horrors that were happening in his nightmare? Jack was not concerned with the horrors that were happening in his dream. Therefore, all that Jack has to do to accept that what is happening now is no different from that dream. And that is why, I came across the other day in Ramana Maharshi's, it's literally stunned me. Ramana Maharshi of all people says, all that needs to be said has been said in one verse in Adi Shankaracharya's Viveka Chudamani. has stunned me. All that needs to be said, including the unhappiness that we are talking about, all that needs to be said has been said in one verse in the book, Jude's book, Vivek Chudamani. And surprised me, he also gives the number of it, 170. Whatever needs to be said has been said in one verse, number 170, in Vivek Chudamani by Adi Shankara. I did have the book. I got it out. And this is what it says. Would you like me to read the Sanskrit version of it?
Please.
All right. Swapne arthashunye srijati svashaktya bhuktaadi vishvam mana eva sarvam tathaiva jagrityapi no visheshas tat sarvametan manaso vijrumbhanam swapne arthashunye srijati svashaktya. In the dream, on its own, the mind creates bhukradi vishvam mana eva sarvam. Mind itself creates the dream, and whatever is the enjoyer, enjoyed, and the enjoyment in the dream, there is no relationship with the outside world. And yet in the dream, there is this enjoyer, enjoyed, enjoyment. Swapne arthashunye srijati svashaktya bhukradi vishvam mana eva sarvam. Now, tathaiva, exactly like that, jagratyapi no vishesha. This living dream is no different from the dream in your dreaming state. No different. Tat sarvametan manaso vijrumbhanam. The English translation of it is, in the dream state, even though there is no contact with the outside world, the mind alone projects the entire dream universe of enjoyer, enjoyed, and enjoyment. Similarly, the waking state is no different. Similarly, the waking state is no different. All this world of pluralistic phenomena is but a projection of the mind.
Right, so that drains it all of
you know what it
sorrow,
means?
doesn't it?
You know, all this is difficult. You know how I can make it extraordinarily simple? If Jack gets sedated into unconsciousness, where is the world for Jack? Where is this living world for Jack? If Jack is sedated into unconsciousness, in unconsciousness there is no mind to create this world.
But still in the dream, he has his role to play.
But the point is, the moment you wake up, you are not concerned with the unhappiness and wars and difficulties in your dream. So when you realize this is also a dream, and there is no Jack to worry about any horrors, so that's why I said, ultimately, we don't have to worry about the horrors of the world. This is also a dream. He said, this is no different. This is no different. It is the same consciousness as the mind, which creates the dream in the dreaming state, and it is the same consciousness through the mind, which creates this living dream. Let the living dream carry on.
Right. Now the discursiveness of the mind, it cannot apprehend that because this is all entirely unfathomable to the logical working mind, the discursive mind. Right. So when awakening takes place, it must necessarily be for the man who is awakened. Every one of them may be different, because
everyone,
if something may be allotted to him or her,
they really strictly know him or her, because there is a separate entity, witnesses whatever is happening. Something happening through an instrument. Nobody enjoys, nobody suffers. Everything is happening through some human instrument or other.